Good day, Pinoy Clixers and Mixers. Welcome back to the channel, and for this video, we're going to look at the repeated addition man. Let's go! Okay, so as we said, we're going to look at X-Men's Multiple Man. This is a Marvel Legends figure, and as you can see here, it is mint in sealed box. So meaning the figure, alternate accessories, in this case heads, and the buff piece or the build a figure piece is all present. So on the side here, we see images of the multiple man, and then the same for the other side. And at the back, we see a short description of him. Not to be duped by duplication, Jamie Madrox uses the ability to clone himself to assign liaisons to travel the world and acquire new skill sets. That's Multiple Man from the Apocalypse Build a Figure set. Multiple Man is set number 6, containing the right leg of Apocalypse. But before anything else, let's put it on the side for now and look at Heroclix figures we have of Multiple Man. And for this one, we have 6 Heroclix figures to look at. So we have the Golden Age Multiple Man. Okay, I think this is from the Sinister set. And then we have Multiple Man from the Great Size X-Men set. We have Madrox and Jamie Madrox. Okay. We have Multiple Man from the Wolverine and the X-Men set. Okay, with an M on the eye. Then we have Multiple Man Colossal. Standard rather, but double base figure from the X-Men the animated series set. And finally, we have Multiple Man, sorry for that, from the Rise and Fall set. Okay, so let's take a look quickly at what they can do. So this Multiple Man from the Golden Age, straightforward dial, there's no card, so perplex, close combat expert, flurry, and close combat expert. So that would be good. And then KO, 32 points, set number 50 with the X-Men team ability. Okay, so this is the older sculpt for Multiple Man. Then the next Multiple Man, these are the cards. So Madrox is 44 points, okay, and has the keywords Detective, Fallen Angel, Shield, and X Factor. Whenever Madrox takes damage from an opposing character's attack but is not KO'd, roll a d6. On a roll of 5 or 6, you may place a Madrox or Jamie Madrox on the same click number on the map adjacent to this character. So this is common to Multiple Men because it allows him to clone himself after damage. And a special attack power, Madrox can use Flurry, but only if a friendly character whose name includes Madrox or Multiple Man is adjacent to the target of his attack using Flurry. So it's him and his clone attacking together. Okay, let's take a look at the background of Jamie Madrox. Mutant Jamie Madrox is the Multiple Man able to create identical copies of himself when struck. He joined the second X Factor after encountering the Shadow King on Muir Island and learned that his duplicates can develop their own will and personalities, from shield agent to pranksters. Eventually, Madrox began the detective agency X Factor investigations, focus on solving mutant-related crimes. Yeah. So there was a storyline wherein his dupes had their own life and he reabsorbed them, okay, and gained all the experiences from each of the dupes' life. So very useful when you're studying a lot of areas, I guess. And Jamie Madrox has the trait Worldly Dupes. As you reveal your force or when Jamie Madrox is placed on the map, choose one of these keywords. And he has a bunch of keywords reflecting his multiple expertise, lives, and personalities. And Jamie Madrox possesses that keyword this game. Set number 100. The next multiple man is the Wolverine and the X-Men set multiple man. Okay, so let's take a look at his trait. The first copy of multiple man on your force costs 75 points and begin the game on click number 1 that appears after a KO click. Additional copies of this character on your force cost 25 points each and begin the game at click number 1 that appears after the orange KO click. So straight up, you can already include multiple men. And then dupe absorption. When give multiple man a free action and KO an adjacent friendly character named multiple man. If you do, heal multiple man 1 damage and you may switch the places of any number of friendly characters named multiple man. So he heals absorbing his copies and special attack power. Dupe creation. If multiple man possesses this power, after taking damage, he may place a number of multiple men on their starting lines equal to the damage taken into adjacent squares. All must be placed on click number 1 that follows a KO click. So you can possibly create multiple men depending on how many damage you take. And he has a special damage power, directions and misdirections. Multiple man can use perplex if no other friendly multiple man has used perplex this turn. Modify multiple man's attack value by +1 for each other character named multiple man adjacent to his target. So it can be very deadly if you're facing a lot of multiple men. Okay. Let's see the orange KO. Oops. Here's the click number 1 after the orange KO. After the red KO. Okay, interesting. I think this is a bit powerful, okay? Because he can immediately have some multiple men and at the same time there's a way for him to create more. Okay, so the next set that released multiple man was the X-Men and the animated series. So it's been quite a long time since the Wolverine and the X-Men set. And as you can see, it's a double base figure, a 2x2 figure. Okay. And it is a great sculpt. A weird sculpt, but a great sculpt. So the multiple men trying to reach the top and claim superiority, I guess, from the rest of the dupes. Okay, let's take a look at his dial. Madrox, a bunch of keywords here. Real name Jamie Madrox. Okay. Trait, a couple of trait. First one, I can't see the bottom of the pile yet. At the beginning of the game, generate a number of Madrox dupe bystanders corresponding to his point value. 1 for each 100 point. And if Madrox would be KO'd while adjacent to a Madrox dupe, instead KO one of those bystanders and turn him to click number 22. Last click. The original multiple man. When Madrox is hit by an attack or hits with a close attack, after resolutions generate a Madrox dupe bystander. Using Flurry may generate 2 bystanders in a turn. Okay, so similar to what the old Madrox does, but not just from being hit, but he can also create a dupe when he hits someone. Okay. And in special attack power, the copies have been learning on their own. Madrox and his dupes can use the standard attack and damage powers that opposing characters adjacent to them can use. They lose the power as soon as the opposing character is no longer adjacent. That can be really powerful. Okay. Standard attack and damage powers. Interesting. And special damage power. Stop making new layers. Shape change. When he uses it on a result of 5, generate a Madrox dupe bystander, and on a result of 6, generate 2 Madrox dupe bystanders. Protected outwit. So if you're feeling lucky, he can really generate a lot of that Madrox dupe. Okay, and the Madrox dupe has this power, plasticity, energy shield, and the most important, empower damage power. Okay, because again, there's 0 damage, but with empower, that can be increased. Okay, multiple man. And that's the dial. And finally, the last one is multiple man from the X-Men Rise and Fall set. Okay. Keywords include Hydra. Wow. Magia, Shield, X-Factor, X-Men Detective, and Spy. Okay, so I guess he is both a good and a bad guy, or perhaps a spy, a double agent. Real name, Jamie Madrox. Couple of traits. First one, reabsorption. Multiple man isn't a standard character. If multiple man started the game on click number 9, he has 0-point value for all effects, including scoring. Click number 9 is this one, the dupe line. Okay, another trait, creating new dupes. Multiple man takes a maximum of 2 damage from attacks. Whenever multiple man takes damage during your opponent's turn, after resolutions generate a dupe on click number 9. Damage taken is the result after effects that reduce or otherwise affect damage are applied. Protected pulse wave. So maximum of 2 damage if you use him at full points. You can be sure to at least generate a couple of these before he is KO'd. Okay, and he has the team ability of Underworld, so meaning he can carry characters that share a keyword and are lower points. So he can carry the dupes because the dupes are 0 point. Interesting. Okay, so as we can see, multiple man really has one mechanic that's working for him, and that's creating the dupe. And it's really fun to look at how Wizkids implemented the dupe generation throughout the years. So enough with the Heroclix, and let's move on to our main event, the unboxing of the Multiple Man Marvel Legends. Let's open this. Okay, here's our nemesis, the tape. Okay, although I won't be keeping the boxes, I don't have storage space. We're gonna throw the box after this unboxing. Oops. Okay. We also don't need the right leg of Apocalypse because we already have the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. So this will be a trade piece. So let's take out Multiple Man in 3, 2, 1. Okay, he is out of the clamshell. Let's take a look at the heads. Okay, apologies for that. Okay, so you can see the paint job for this multiple man. Okay, it's really tight. It's still clicking the joints. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but it's clicking like crazy. Okay, really tight joints all throughout. Then of course the long coat. Is it the gambit coat? Anyway, so we have multiple man mad, multiple man happy, and multiple man unmasked. Oily face. And the closest, I guess, would be the original multiple man. Okay. Or this one, the unmasked version. But the unmasked is wearing green. So the closest would be this one. And let's try to copy the pose. It's a very simple pose. Hands are in the pocket. So we'll put it behind him. As in, to imitate that. And yeah, that's it. That's the pose for the Heroclix. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Click the like button and subscribe button if you haven't done so. You can also say your comments. Okay, which among the multiple man Heroclix figures have you had success playing with? Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep safe as always. Bye bye.